Hello and welcome to Chip Advisor. Yes, hello there. I'm Phil. This is Chip Advisor, and today we are talking about Mr Whippy, the soft serve ice cream brand that you see in all the ice cream vans going around at this time of year, despite the fact that currently in the UK our summer is not hot. I am here with Michael. How are you, Michael?
Oh, well, I'm all right, thank you. I'm much happier than this song is implying. Should I be upset?
No, it's just honestly, I only had one screen up, so I had to choose from that, or is it because I'm cool, or what apparently is a Deal or No Deal backing track.
Well, I feel like genuinely both of those would have been much better fits, but that's fine. Could you play the Deal or No Deal backing track, and I'll tell you how my week's been? Well, it's been a good one, and living in this new utopian country under a new government. Things have changed, haven't they? Happy days. You've got the man from the shoe shop running the prisons. It's great. It's great. Life's good.
Oh, I'm pleased to hear it.
Life's good. I thoroughly, genuinely, I'm torn as to what is going to excite me more: the coverage of the election or England winning the Euros. It's a tough call. We're recording this on the Friday prior to the final. But yeah, I genuinely don't think anything's going to beat that glorious Thursday night into Friday morning.
It's just a feeling that this episode isn't going to date well.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine.
Well, just cut that, and I've had a good week, thanks. But the weather's not great.
I'm not cutting anything. I'm also here with Lewis. How are you, Lewis?
Blessings, friends and listeners. Yeah, I am all right. Mike went for quite a long ramble for his introduction of how he is. Let's just say I am doing fine and it's good to be here.
Good. You had a birthday this week, Lewis.
I have had a birthday this week.
How was that?
It was all right. It was quite low key, to be honest, but I did have some lovely cake that Mrs. Vicker made. Some whiskey brownie.
Oh, wow.
Very good. Very good.
Lovely stuff.
Whiskey chocolate brownie.
Okay, fair enough. That I'm not sure how I feel about that, but okay, we haven't got time right now. We are also here with
Harry. Where's Harry?
Does that not make the mixture a bit runny, having whiskey in it?
It's like a thick sauce on top that goes on in between two layers of brownie.
Oh, I see. Oh, like a brownie sandwich, a whiskey.
Yeah.
Now this always makes me slightly confused because it's not a brownie sandwich, is it? It's a whiskey sandwich.
A whiskey sandwich.
Because the whiskey's in the middle.
Two slices of brownie.
Of two slices of brownie. Yeah, that. Well, I can't take strong drinks, so it's not for me. I'm a pale ale man myself, but we don't need to get into that. It's a family broadcast. Good. Yes, fine. Everything is tickety boo. Thank you for asking.
Good.
I'd like to try a whiskey.
Oh, okay.
As your first foray into alcohol, Mike, it is probably not the one to go for. You need something. You need an introductory spirit, I would suggest.
You need a hooch. A hooch.
2020.
I've seen that they do. There's a lot of non-alcoholic offerings now, which excite me. I don't like the smell of beer, so I don't think I'll go for non-alcoholic beer. But they do a mint chocolate Baileys, and I'm wondering if they maybe do a non-alcoholic version of that.
I mean, if we were to find a drink that filled your character most purposely, a non-alcoholic mint chocolate Baileys would be
right up there.
I feel like your face would be on the bottle. You're like Captain Morgan.
What would he be? Captain what? Captain
Camp.
Captain Camp. Lovely.
Oh,
Okay, and making his long-awaited comeback, hasn't been on since the pilot episode. Everybody, here is
Oh,
Anthony. How are you?
Afternoon, gentlemen. Yeah, I'm well. What's an honour and a privilege to join such a brilliant podcast. I just hope I don't go and ruin it.
Oh, it really is exciting to have you here, especially as I know that you love a soft serve ice cream.
Oh, I do love a whippy. I mean, that is the main reason for me being here. I do love a whippy. Absolutely love it.
My daughter said as she was leaving today, I said, we're doing a podcast about Mr Whippy, and she said the thing is with Mr Whippy ice creams, it's quantity over quality, isn't it? And then I thought that's why Ant likes them.
Thank you very much. Yes,
is that what we've gone for the lineup today of the podcast?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, little bit about Mr Whippy. Obviously, ice creams have gone back long ago. Listen to the Magnum episode if you want to find out more. But sort of millennia ago, they were making ice creams. But we're talking specifically about Mr Whippy ice creams, a unique product in that you can't buy it in the supermarkets. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
There can't be too many foodstuffs that you can't buy anywhere else but on an ice cream van or out of a soft serve ice cream shop.
Cornetto have given it a go, haven't they? They've got their version.
A soft serve Cornetto.
Yeah, there's a version out there, but it
never had one.
Yeah, it doesn't replicate particularly well.
Is that the ones with the plastic dome lid?
Exactly the ones, Lewis.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. It's not quite the same, is it?
No.
You know what, Phil? I think that is a brilliant shout of foodstuffs that you can't buy in the supermarket.
Thank you. It's literally the only thing I thought about myself. The rest of it is research. But I was thinking today, that's weird. You can't buy it unless you want to invest in a very expensive industrial machine to make your own at home. You can't really make it at home.
Yeah, but it's the sort of thing you might find in the middle aisle at Lidl, though, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Along with everything else in the world.
Yes.
Correct. Yeah.
But crucially, never the thing you actually need at the time.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, you'd find it in December.
Yes, that's the way they work.
I bought a drill from the middle aisle of Lidl.
Oh.
Got it home.
Oh, all right, manly man.
What have you been drilling?
Yeah.
Well, I got it home, and
I am a grown man, Malcolm.
Thank you. And turns out you have to buy the battery for it separately. So I've
way.
Since returned it.
What? We didn't just buy the battery.
Well, it's quite expensive when you buy a battery as well on top. Didn't feel such a bargain.
Oh no.
This feels like you should be phoning up Alan Partridge on his radio show. It does feel like an anecdote. But
yeah.
But what point did you realise you didn't have the battery? Please tell me you actually put the drill bit in and were pressing it against the wall.
I unboxed it.
I would have loved to have seen that.
Went to charge said battery, and there wasn't one.
How weird. What were you going to drill, Mike? Because it worries me that you were allowed anywhere near that. Did your wife allow that purchase, or did you make it behind her back?
Nearly all my purchases are made behind my wife's back.
Did you ever get that replica Germany shirt?
No, hasn't turned up, Harry. Yeah.
Right.
A week and a half on. A week and a half on some hooky site that I found on the internet and spent far too much money on a Germany replica shirt. Anyway, yes, I was going to mount a little gift I got my wife for her birthday. It was her birthday last week as well. To hang her running medals on.
Oh, that's nice. Hang on. Did you? Yeah. I mean, for just in the interest of fairness, did you make your wife a birthday cake?
Oh no.
Oh dear.
No, my mantra is always, "What would Lewis do?" That's my mantra. So.
And as always, this year I made a lovely birthday cake.
You did this year, but on that basis, I don't have to make Claire another birthday cake for about 80 years.
Okay, how many have you made?
Oh, loads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Loads.
Right. If Claire wants to,
well, you've come back fighting with that, Lewis. But no,
Claire wants to write into the podcast.
Yeah.
With a stamp addressed envelope.
Yeah.
So, Soft serve ice cream. Where do you think it comes from then? Where does it originate? Come on, gents, have a guess.
Italy.
Italy. Okay.
Persia.
Oh, it's going to. It's going to be America, isn't it?
Well, you're warm, Harry. You're kind of right. You're kind of right. But like all good things, there is a bit of Greek origin to this.
There we go.
So there are numerous claims to have made the first soft scoop ice cream machine, but the most legitimate claim, apparently, is
If you're about to say Herodotus, I'm leaving. There's no way. There is absolutely no way there is a reference to an ice cream machine or Mr. Whippy.
I'm going to go and get the book off the
Go
shelf.
get the book.
The book Phil gave me. I'm going to get it off the shelf. Let's look up.
I didn't
Ice Cream
give it
Factory.
to you, Lewis. I bought you it. Have you read it yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't give it to me. You did buy it for me. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you go do that.
What's up with Lewis today? He's been very aggressive.
I'm on my third coffee.
A bit punchy, isn't he? A bit punchy already.
Yeah.
And I've had some whiskey cake, whiskey brownie.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have one hell of a come down from that.
It's my day off.
The beard's back. It's all going on.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So there was a gentleman called Athanasios Thomas Karvelas. He was born in Athens in 1906. However, he emigrated to America at the age of 4. So kind of Greek, kind of American. So he grew up, and he was actually a drummer and a test driver for cars. But in 1932, he borrowed $15 from his girlfriend and soon-to-be wife called Agnes. Don't hear many people called Agnes these days, so
No.
it's
With
nice
good
to hear. Oh, okay. What reason? You don't like the name Agnes? Ant?
It's not my favourite name.
What is your
No.
favourite name?
Oh yeah.
Well, you won't be surprised that it will be Jensen.
Okay, fine. Right. So on May the 30th, 1934, Tom Carville was driving he had an ice cream truck, but we're talking traditional ice cream, hard ice cream, like frozen to minus, I don't know, 25 degrees Celsius, I think it was. So the ice cream you'd buy in a shop, your basic ice cream. Now, he got a flat tire and was stuck at the side of the road, and he didn't know what to do. And so he was trying to sort his van out, and then he was like, oh gosh, I got all this ice cream. So he tried flogging it, even though it was melting. And such was the demand for this slightly melted ice cream, because it had turned soft at this point, he thought, hang on a second, this gives me a great idea. So over a year, he bought a pottery workshop and converted it into an ice cream machine factory. And he built a machine that would freeze the. Sorry, my THs. I say my THs over Fs now. It's gone the other way. So it's so annoying.
There's no TH in freeze, Phil. Just to let
I know.
you know.
This is my problem. I've started going the other way because I used to pronounce my THs like a F, and now I pronounce my Fs with a TH. It's very annoying. Very annoying. Anyway, we haven't got time for this. So he created an ice cream mixture that you put it in the machine and it freezes it so fast and adds air that when it comes out, it's soft. If you freeze something for a long time, you get the ice crystals on it. But to keep the ice crystals from forming, freeze it super fast, add air, and that is what effectively a Mr. Whippy is. So he then went on selling ice creams, and lots of people picked up on this technology and started doing the same in America. And interestingly, there's a claim that this guy, now called Tom Carville, because that's what people do, they changed their name to make it simple. That's what happened to us, isn't it, Mike? Our ancestors came over from Italy. Francesco renamed himself Frank.
Yes.
Just to fit in.
Yeah, I'm actually Michelangelo.
Possibly. If you were one of the turtles, is that who you would be?
Very much so, because he was a party dude.
Yeah, he liked his pizza, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, all right, okay.
So anyway, he was apparently the first person to, in marketing, create a buy one get one free offer.
A bog off.
A bog off, yeah.
Wow.
So his business grew rapidly after World War II. He patented his own brand. He ended up with like 700 shops. In 1956, two Irish brothers, James and William Conway, launched Mr Softy, which was the first soft serve ice cream
Is that
machine
right? They were
that
in
would-
first.
that would go in a van.
Wow,
So
this is knowledge.
Carvel,
This is
the
Wikipedia.
the Greek. It's not Wikipedia.
Oh,
Wikipedia
okay.
was very limited on Mr Whippy.
Okay.
I've had to dig and dig hard, but
Oh, okay.
you know, thank me later. So these Irish brothers, they lived in America and they made Mr Softy, which so the Greek guy, Carvel, his stuff wasn't in ice cream vans because he hadn't worked out how to power them from the van. These guys had worked out that, and they made Mr Softy.
Is it
which-
Mr Softy with two E's?
It is Mr Softy with two
Wow,
E's.
they're still
do you know
going.
him?
Well, I thought that was like a rip-off of Mr Whippy, to be honest.
I did. Yeah.
Right.
Because you still see Mr Softy quite a lot on ice cream vans.
Well, what happened was in 1958, Dominic Ficino, who was from Italian descent but born in England, again, much like me and Mike,
Yeah.
he'd visited the US and seen Mr Softy and asked them if he could have a UK franchise for Mr Softy, and they said no. So
Oh.
he set up his own business, Mr Whippy.
Well, I never.
2 years on from Mr Softy, you then had Mr Whippy in Birmingham. He piloted it with 6 vans in Birmingham and chose Green Sleeves as the tune to run around with in his ice cream van.
Now, hold on.
Wow.
Hold on. Were the ice cream vans prior to that? Were they playing a tune?
Yes.
Okay, so they won't. Okay. I'm just. I just want to check. He wasn't an innovator, like on all forms. He wasn't. Coming up with. Bringing over new ice cream. New ideas in terms of a ringtone for a vehicle. Fine.
No.
Fine.
Mr Softy has got its own traditional tune that it uses in America, and it is the same song. Apparently, I've never been there.
What, Green Sleeves?
No. It's not Green Sleeves. It's their own sort of jingle. I think it's called "Here Comes Mr Softy," but they've used it in all their advertising and stuff like that.
Okay.
Strangely, some people tried. Like you get copycats in all sorts of industries. Someone in America tried copying fairly recently Mr Softy by creating a brand called Master Softy,
dear.
and using the exact same music, and they got sued. And
Did they?
yeah,
Not very
Then-
subtle, is it?
it wasn't subtle, and they used the same song and used the same logo, but changed it to Master.
They want to hook up with. They want to hook up with Audi because they don't seem to have any issues around that.
Correct. Yeah. You're not wrong. Yeah, you're not wrong at all, actually. But yeah, so Mr Whippy then was in the UK. Carpigiani supplied the soft serve machines, which are Italian machines, and by 1961 there are 150 Mr Whippy vans in England, with another 175 in the pipeline. And then they created their own ice cream mix. Eventually, 1966, Wool's Ice Cream acquired Mr Whippy and still owns it under the Wool's brand, owned by Unilever.
Well, I never.
Yeah, well, you know.
But there are lots of people that are serving a Mr Whippy style ice cream that is not Mr Whippy.
Correct. And this is one of the problems and a huge controversy, really, because there's a lot of cheap imitation. I mean, if once you've got the machine, you can use any mixture you want to buy from a wholesaler.
Is that right?
But if you've got a Wool's van that says Mr Whippy on it, because Wool's are obviously a big company, if you've got an official Wool's van and you work selling Wool's ice creams in the UK, then you have to use Mr Whippy ice
So
cream
have you got?
mix.
Hold on. So
Wow.
if you're selling Wool's ice cream, does that mean you have to be a Wool's licensed ice cream seller?
I believe so.
Oh, I'm
They-
learning.
They keep a lot of this information, Wool's, very close to their chest.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
Mm.
We should have got an
Um,
insider on.
Do you know an insider?
All the ice cream vans around here are called Jim. So
Oh, is there multiple gyms? Because I
Oh,
often
mate.
see Jim's ice cream
yeah,
van.
there's a whole load of them.
Ho-
And they're all called Jims.
that would explain, because I saw one at a local village event, and
Yeah.
then I went home from the village event and saw one in our road, and I thought, well, that's weird, because he must have just left at the same time as us. Probably not them.
No, they're all called Jim.
That makes a lot of sense. At school, do you remember, Anthony? At school, we had Jake's ice cream van. Would never have it
Oh,
these days.
Jake's ice cream. Yeah.
Jake's ice cream I was there when I was at school as well, and there was a lovely news piece probably a couple of years ago now. Sadly, Jake passed away.
He did.
And there was just the one Jake, I believe, and people lined the streets, and there was a parade of lots of ice cream vans all playing like the funeral march on their ice cream vans all the way through Wimborne.
Oh, that's lovely.
I remember
I
that.
mean, imagine now a school's allowing an ice cream van to pull up at lunchtime, like within the school grounds, like it was just in between two buildings of classrooms, and he sold 20p bags of sweets, 50p bags of sweets, ice creams. Yeah, crazy.
Brilliant.
Good times.
Yeah.
So it's air rather than salt.
Yeah, so there's salt in the mixture because that stops
Right.
it.
Okay.
But the issue is, and you'll notice that not all Mr Whippy style ice creams taste the same, and this will be due to either using like cheap brand mixes, like ice cream mixes, or changing the setting on their machine to include more air, because obviously it makes it more profitable. So yeah, that's why. And there's a bit of controversy because some of the cheaper brands of ice cream mix are using palm oil. So
poor orangutans.
yeah. So I mean, you can get a liter of ice cream mix for about online. There was a big debate about this just 2 months ago for including that under a tenner, and it's all got palm oil in. If it's white, so if you're going up to an ice cream van, this is the tip that this man gave.
Okay.
If
Sorry,
you're going
a man gave you this tip?
a man gave the internet this tip.
Okay. I thought you'd met somebody here that had given. This felt like one of Phil's tool stories. Okay, carry on.
No. So I was sent this post by Matt, and it was all about this guy who's written an article online called "Know Your Whippy." Now he says if you're going to an ice cream van, you'll see generally there'll be other people with ice creams. If the ice cream is really white, that's one of the cheap ones.
Oh.
If your ice cream is slightly yellower in color, it's got more cream content, it's less likely to have palm oil in than the white ones. So
is
good
this why?
advice.
This is why Harvester, sort of soft serve ice cream, is really yellow, and it's my favourite.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that makes sense.
That's interesting.
So
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
So,
sorry, are you killing orangutans or not in that circumstance?
No. It's extra
theory,
cream.
not.
Oh, well done.
I feel good about myself. Excellent.
You've done your good deed for the day. Well done, Lewis.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. What's your favourite toppings on a Mr Whippy then, gents?
Oh, okay. I'll let others go first. I've got one that I think will be a surprise.
Can we go to Harry first? Because I imagine that he's got a long history with a Whippy.
He strikes me as a man who likes nuts on his Whippy.
Oh yeah,
Nuts.
Nuts, yeah.
Some chopped
Pistachios.
I think you guys are frequenting some posher ice cream vans than I go to. You just get.
I doubt that very much.
You just get strawberry or chocolate sauce, don't you?
Were you allowed a Whippy, Harry? I know you were in quite a strict graph of what you were allowed. Was it a certain day of the week?
No. Yeah, I'm not many Whippies whopping around the gaff, really. I was more of a mint choc chip scoop ice cream man myself.
Oh, okay.
which is ironic because thinking about Bailey's mint chocolate drink made me feel physically sick. So I've yeah. So not many whips. Yeah, but I've never seen nuts. Never seen nuts unless you're at a Purbeck ice cream stand, and that's
I'm
something
amazed.
slightly
I have
different.
nuts to attend to.
You need to get to Burley in the New Forest, mate. It's Phil's favourite.
Is it
Well,
Jim?
it's not.
Jim,
It's your favourite, and
Yeah,
right. I'm going to put this on record, and I don't.
no.
You're a
no.
really good. You're a really good friend, but I think the place in Burley's overhyped.
Disagree. Strongly disagree. You upset me greatly the day I built it up and finally took you, and you were disappointed. Still
just
scars me
think-
now.
I think it's one. I don't think the ice cream's very good. I love all the toppings, but I think the ice cream they're using is their budget.
There is a plethora of choice of toppings, including nuts. You don't think the ice cream's very good?
I think they do that to take the taste away from the ice cream. Yeah.
Is it whippy ice
yeah.
cream or soft
Oh
serve?
yeah.
But
It's whippy style.
Yeah. Okay.
but those nuts
Maybe-
have been out on a hot counter for hours. I mean, really?
Oh.
It's a fair point. What about
Bit of
sugar
crunch.
strands? What's your view
No
on sugar
thanks.
strands?
Yeah, like sugar strands.
I
getting
don't know
your
what a sugar strand is. I'm
Oh,
afraid.
it's, in the olden days, we used to call them hundreds of thousands.
That's the one.
Okay. Yeah. I'm
Hundreds
not. I'm not a big fan of the old hundreds and thousands. I got to say.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you have a
dear.
topping, Lewis?
I like it. I'm quite simple. I think in terms of
I
just
agree.
a bit of chocolate sauce and a flake. Phil.
Just chocolate sauce?
Lovely bit of work.
Yeah, I try.
Chocolate sauce and a flake.
Oh, well, okay. I didn't think any of you would go down this route, lads, but sherbet.
Oh, of course you've gone sherbet.
What?
Yeah.
That's not even a thing.
it is.
Madness.
You've just
It
made
really-
it up.
It really is a thing. Coloured sherbet, blue and red.
Right. It just
It's
feels
really
like.
good.
That's blown my mind a little bit.
I
Yeah.
just
Wait,
wonder at what age you'll grow up.
And where are you getting this from? This
All
is not
the gyms fans do it, mate.
I
And
don't know.
I think more fans do it than you realise.
I don't know, but I don't know if it's gyms or not. I don't want to be mean about gyms, but the ice cream van that started coming back round our way last time we got ice creams from there, A, they were extortionate, and B, they were horrid. And so we don't get ice cream van ice creams for the kids anymore because it's just an utter waste of money. Even the kids didn't like them.
That's a lovely
Wow.
anecdote. It really is.
I'm very angry with the ice cream van round here.
Why?
Because
We last summer we were running a lovely village fete as a fundraiser for the church, selling our own little ice creams on the village green. And out of nowhere, here comes Mr. Ice Cream Van, pulls up on the green, green
dear.
sleeves blaring.
Oh no.
Fortunately, everybody blanked him and he went on his way.
Dirty
My
tactics,
goodness.
that though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
were you serving sherbet with your ice creams at the church fete?
No, because I don't believe it's a thing. I think
Oh,
you
yeah,
just made it up.
It
I-
absolutely is a thing.
Are
Like, if
sure
you love
it's-
sherbet, you will definitely love this place in Burley.
Mate,
I believe it's got more sherbet than you can shake a stick at.
I'm happy to go with you to Burley and
Let's do it.
feign enthusiasm for this place in a way that Phil failed to do so. So yeah, I'm happy to do that, mate.
Right. See you there.
We're
Let me
free. We're probably free tomorrow morning if we want to do a group trip. But
Yeah.
I do have to be back to help set up gazebos
Happy to do a group trip.
for the village fete. Okay,
I'm
cool.
We do a group trip, not tomorrow.
Do you wanna,
I'm worried
Why, Harry? Why?
because Mike is getting powder put on his ice creams at Mr. Whippy. I don't think that's sherbet, mate. Do you have funny dreams afterwards?
It is sherbet, lads.
Because I'm pretty sure that I don't know a lot about the illicit drugs trade, but I'm pretty sure that ice cream vans are quite literally a vehicle for
very good.
the dispensing of narcotics. In this
Oh my
country.
god, there's some accusations coming out here.
Oh, Jim.
I am not suggesting that Jim is in any way a master criminal, but
What about
I just wonder
Well,
what Jake.
Jake, he was
Maybe-
going into the school supplying children with only confectionery and ice creams. Surely
Maybe-
you're not suggesting that he was the one bringing in the problem into the school. Oh, God.
I didn't. But did Jake sell sherbet in inverted commas on his ice creams?
Well, he had a moustache.
Did he? Ah,
Hmm.
well, everyone know. And did he have a stripy jumper and like a little mask?
He did have a stripy jumper.
Yeah, because that's the sign of a master criminal.
Okay, right.
Well, certainly that's what Burglar Bill wore. So, and that's what I'm going on.
Right, on that, let's have a quiz. It's a quiz, it's a quiz, it's a quiz, it's a quiz. So, gentlemen, I have got 2 menus from ice cream vans here. One from the 1990s and one from just last year. I will allow you
1990s, the good old days.
the good old days.
Yeah,
Hashtag
just
the
refer
good
to
old
it as
days.
the good old days.
Sorry, Harry.
Yeah.
Now, you get 3 guesses each to find things that are on the menu. Okay?
Okay.
Oh no, this is
Ice cream van. Now, if it's a draw after 3, then it will go to sudden death.
Right, can I just say that Lewis is angry enough as it is. This is a rerun of Seaweed Gate, isn't it? All
Yeah.
over.
Listen,
Right.
I've just chosen the only images I could find online. So you're just going to have to deal with it.
I'm really excited for this. Let's do it.
Okay, Mike, as you're excited, you can go first. You can take
Okay.
out
Well,
the big guns.
can I start with a mini milk, please?
Oh, hang on a second, because Harry, what were you saying?
Oh well, no, I was just a bit worried that Mike's full of adrenaline and really excited for things. Have you actually had a Mr Whippy game on air, Mike?
He's had some sherbet.
Yeah.
Right, Michael, after you then.
Mini milk.
Mini milk is there. What I would say is, obviously, I'm aware there will be ice creams of the 90s that existed but aren't on this poster.
Is it
because
Walls? Is it a Walls branded?
There are some Walls branded things on there.
Are there some treats branded?
What?
Someone knows too much about ice cream vans.
All right, fine. But anyway, I've got a point.
You're 1 from 1. Lewis.
Yeah.
Fab.
Fab. Okay, so I'm not sure Fab's too much of a thing now, apart from in multi-packs. So I think you're hoping that Fabs are on the 90s board.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid not on this 90s board.
Oh, that is controversial.
I mean, they were TV advertising at this point in time.
They were, and it looks like, unfortunately, you've got an imitation Fab here called a Wibbly Wobbly Wonga. So it's none from 1 for you yet again.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
Harry.
I'm really sorry. I wasn't actually listening. What is the quiz?
Who's on the phone?
Name something from an ice cream van now or in the 90s.
Oh right, okay, rocket.
Or generic.
It's a rocket
generic
lolly.
Rocket lolly, okay. Well, you've got the Apollo rocket, yes, Apollo rocket.
What do you mean? I'm sorry. What do you mean? Oh, yes, you've got the Apollo rocket. Is Apollo a rocket or not?
Yes.
Yeah, well, there you are.
yeah.
I've got the point then. Thank you.
Here's a wibbly wobbly woo-wah. A fab.
When's an imitation Fab, not a Fab?
Oh dear.
Listen,
when
it's not-
it's a knobbly bobbly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, don't necessarily
Thank
give
you.
answers away. Harry, not Harry. And what are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm going to go for a feast.
Oh, a feast. Yeah.
Oh yeah, good.
Big solid
Interestingly,
chunk of chocolate in the middle.
I did love a feast. Interestingly, on this poster from the 90s, they're 45 pence, and on the poster from last year, they're £2.
Unbelievable. I blame Brexit.
Yeah. Okay, Mike, back round to you.
Well, given the nudge you just gave us, I'm going to go for a knobbly bobbly.
That's Tesco own brand. They can't possibly
No,
be
it's
on
not.
an ice cream
No,
van.
it's
That's a
not.
You're thinking of a Mr. Knobbly.
No, a knobbly
Mike.
bobbly is Tesco.
Unfortunately, not on this board. This is earlier 90s than a knobbly bobbly.
Oh,
I'm
you
afraid.
bluffed me there. Okay,
I
fine.
did. I played the game. I saw you coming. Lewis, redeem yourself.
A screwball. One of those ice creams with the bubble gum in the bottom.
Yes, there's a screwball. Yeah,
Hey.
absolutely.
Right, sorry. Just
Harry.
to clarify again. So it's either from the 90s or today.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, a classic Magnum.
Yes, white or classic I would have allowed, but that takes both of them out of the game. Interestingly, 85p in the 90s, £2.50 last year.
Blimey.
Anthony.
Cornetto.
Ooh.
Surely.
Cornetto. Would they sell a Cornetto when they're trying to flog their own higher margin soft serve ice creams? Yes, they would in the 90s. 60p.
go.
You had the choice of strawberry, choc and nut, or mint choc.
Mint choc all day long.
Back round to you, Mike.
Well, I've never felt rich enough or successful enough to indulge in one, but an oyster, please.
Oh, an oyster. Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
imagine you with an oyster.
I would like to try one just because the decadence involved.
Absolutely, there is a lot of decadence in an oyster, but the wafer strikes me as cheap wafer. That's why I don't think I'd ever invest in it.
Okay, but it was there presumably.
Yeah, it's there. So, Mike, that's 2 points for you. Lewis, you need this for 2 points to stay in the game.
I mean, we haven't said the classic 99 yet, have we?
We haven't said it yet. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
The 99 is there. Yes. 99. Do you want a little fact about the 99?
No thanks, I'm all right.
Fine. Cool. Harry.
I mean, so as he wipes out now every single ice cream cone.
No, but he has wiped
just
out
the 99
90s, but-
specifically. Or
Well-
just a single cone then, please.
Okay, yeah, I'll allow that. Fine. Yeah, so Harry, how many points have you got?
Well, how I've got them all right. So however many questions you've asked me, I don't know.
Oh wow! So Anthony, you need this. So that knocks Lewis and Mike out, and Harry can be the winner unless Ant gets one.
I'm going to go for a Calippo.
Yes.
Yes. How have we forgotten the Calippo?
Of course,
Oh.
quadrupled in price since the 90s. So 50p
Wow.
to £2 they've gone for what is effectively squash in a cardboard tube. So it goes back to Harry. It's only Harry and Anthony left. It's now
This is exciting.
sudden death.
I mean, it really isn't. But I mean, I'm just gonna say. I mean, just a simple, and this is the sort of thing I was purchased. A simple lemon lolly on a stick.
Lemon lolly on a stick. I've got a lemonade lolly here.
That's not lemon.
Oh,
Which-
what is it then? Sorry.
Which
Hey, there's
lemonade.
no aid.
I'm gonna say that is not correct. Lemon on a
Yes.
stick. It's lemonade. So
All
Anthony,
right, Mike, flip it.
Justice has been served. I'm still crossed about the first one you got.
the rocket,
So-
the Apollo rocket.
The rocket, the Apollo
Oh,
rocket.
So I
Anthony,
just need to get one right.
this to win.
I'm going to go for
Bring it home, man.
A Twister.
Oh, that's genius.
Love the Twister.
Fail safe.
Well,
Probably more
I'll
than
tell
the
you
film.
something. It's not on my 2023
It's walls.
board.
It's walls. isn't it?
However, there is something that in the early 90s,
Oh,
because
come on then.
3210. Now, I don't know how you're going to feel about this. It's called a tangle twister.
Oh right, well come on, go to Mike for the official
VAR.
adjudication. Come on, Mike, come on, pronounce.
I would say Tangle Twister doesn't qualify. You're both back in the game.
Harry,
Oh, okay.
over to you. Over to you.
Oh, I can't think of any more.
Oh,
Well-
hang on. I've just seen there is Twister.
Oh my
There
god.
is
God,
Yes.
Oh,
Get it.
it's a Chinese episode all again.
Oh dear.
Oh, so sorry, Anthony.
Yes.
Absolute shambles.
Well
For 1
done,
week
you.
only. There you go, boys. There you go.
Shambles,
That's how it's done.
shambles seems harsh. From the 90s board, you could have also had a super split, a golly bar, a funky foot. Do you remember them?
I was about to
Oh,
say
sorry,
Funky
I'm sorry,
Foot.
I'm sorry. What was that, Phil? A golly bar? Do you want to dwell on that
I'm
for a
not-
bit?
No, I'm not sure this is okay.
I don't.
Did you have a funny feet?
Funny feet, yeah. Do you remember
Oh,
funny
funny
feet?
Oh, I love the
Funny
funny
feet.
feet. They were
Oh,
amazing.
What about
Underrated.
the bubble gum lolly? That was always there. The bright blue one. Was
Yeah,
that on
well,
there?
that's on
Wasn't that
this on this recent one. You can still get
Oh.
that,
All right.
but Mr. Bubble,
Ah,
yeah, you
okay.
can get Mr. Bubble, Soleros.
A cider lolly.
Oh yeah.
Yes, there is an apple cider lolly here. I
Yeah.
don't know whether cider lolly would have qualified you for a point, Mike. You could get a chunky. Do you remember chunkies? Like a choc ice.
No.
They used to sell them at half time in the local pantomime.
Right.
You could also then you've got all your options with actual soft serve ice cream. So you've got your oysters. You've got a witch's hat, which is a rocket shoved in the top of a ice cream. I mean, how do you even eat that? Really? You ever had a witch's hat, Anthony?
Never even heard of it.
You
Sounds like
you used to get Popeye, which I think I've mentioned
yeah.
before, where you get a lolly with Mr. Whippy or other versions available on the end of the lolly.
Oh right, yeah. No, there's none of those here. I'm afraid, though.
Are they offering a sherbet option on your most recent board?
They are offering a sherbet dipped, half blue, half pink, along
Wow.
with Lotus
wasn't lying.
Biscoff, Marshmallow, Oreo,
Oreo.
Smarties Bomb, which is just Smarties at the bottom, and a Wazaz, which, along with cola lollies, cherry brandy lollies. Why has everything got alcohol in now? And a fat frog. Anyway, enough about fat
The
frogs.
Wazaz.
Yeah.
That was what was that called back in the 90s?
So the Wazaz is like multicolored, almost looks like
Oh, is it that?
tie-dye lolly.
It was a
Yeah. It was like a milky fruity ice lolly, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that called back in the day?
Well, if you want to do some research,
I
feel
am. I'll
free.
come back to you.
Okay, because we've got some listener questions that have come in, and this is where we need the experts like
Oh,
you
good
guys.
grief!
What's
Oh,
wrong?
Mike, I am so sorry.
What?
The Knobbly Bobbly is produced by Nestle.
I
take
knew
it
it
all
was.
back.
I didn't want to.
I
I didn't want to
take it
fall
all
out
back.
over it.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Oh, you know what? I
You pick your battles,
sincerely
don't you?
apologise.
You pick your
Yeah.
battles.
Yeah.
And I let it go.
Fine.
But
Well,
that's
thank you very
it's
much.
good of
Very-
you. Good of you to
Yeah.
front up
but
on
no.
that.
Yeah. So what the Tesco owned one is, I've no idea.
No, okay.
Nibbly bibbly. Who knows?
Mm.
Noobly boobly. No, probably wouldn't get away with that. Anyway,
Oh, well, yeah, but Michael Bublé could advertise him though. I mean, that is it's straight in there.
very true.
It's straight in there.
Very true. Gents, I'm looking for you to give answers here. We've had a question from Sarah. We've had this from Joe as well. Is there a Mrs. Whippy? And if there isn't,
Love that.
can Sarah apply for the position? There isn't a
don't-
Mrs. Whippy, but there is a Mrs. Whippy Limited, which is an ice cream shop somewhere in the UK at the moment. I can't remember. Cheadle near Greater Manchester.
Oh yeah, I know Cheadle.
And
It
there
does-
is a Miss Whippy ice cream van. I don't know if that's in Northallerton in the UK. Oh, she's called her van Miss Whippy, and she's got her own website. It's got an online tracker. Incredible.
Wow.
It tells me now that she's at a roundabout on the A1150 coming off the A66.
It's clever that.
Stalkerish, though.
Yeah, bit too much.
P.S. Zaps. That's what they were
Oh,
called.
it was Zaps.
I did
Yeah.
say
It was
Zap about
Zap.
10 minutes ago, but that's fine.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's
Sorry,
all right.
I'll forgive you.
Sorry, Anne. After your opinions on the Burley ice cream shop, your opinions don't matter.
Okay.
Harsh, but fine.
Mrs. Whippy. There isn't officially a Mrs. Whippy, and Wolves are probably missing a trick, especially in these times where women are to be respected. So,
Oh, wow.
you know,
Is that because they're now good at football?
They are to be respected.
they are women are to be respected. There's no controversy there.
It's
Yeah.
like you said that through gritted teeth, Phil.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, it's only now.
Oh, brilliant.
Right. James asks, was Mr. Whippy really invented by Margaret Thatcher?
Oh,
Note, Roger Moore claimed to have invented the Magnum, which we discussed in the Magnum episode.
we did.
So, do you know about this Margaret Thatcher theory?
No, did she
No.
did she steal all the children's milk and then instead create ice cream?
Feels like something she would have done.
No.
Is it
So,
Is it
Go
her
on.
hair?
No, not that. Not.
Oh,
is
that would've
it
made
what, her
sense.
hair. Right. I see. Yeah. No. So Margaret Thatcher was a scientist. She graduated as a scientist. Worked for two companies. One of them was Lions Food, and she did a study on some emulsifier called, I can't remember what it was called now. Like, yeah, it was called something. I've got the word emulsifier out, so I think I've done pretty well. So she did a study on the emulsifier that also ended up in Mr. Whippy's ingredients list, and therefore people have tied it back and said that Margaret Thatcher was instrumental in the creation of Mr. Whippy, which in truth she wasn't. There was a lazy, I'm going to call him a lazy vicar, who did her talk at her funeral, and he
Oh.
in the funeral even mentioned how she was one of the creators of Mr. Whippy, but that's not true.
But
it's not
I bet it went down well though in the talk.
Oh, but they love that. I mean that would be a positive amongst a lot of negatives.
Sometimes you're just looking for that one positive story. I feel
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah, exactly. You know the game, Lewis. You know the
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
So
Perhaps it's modern Whippies
maybe, I don't think it is.
because it's something. It's I mean, you know, this is by the by, but you'd have thought they would have stringently looked at the information in the eulogy of Margaret Thatcher's funeral, wouldn't you?
I don't think they did.
No. Oh, fair enough. She was from Grantham, you know.
Oh, there we go. There we go. The surname of Leslie Grantham.
that's
Oh, dear.
yeah.
Who has the first name of Leslie Nielsen?
Keep it going.
Oh, my
Bridget. Was it? Yeah. Is it
Who
Bridget
has
Nielsen?
the second name of Roger Nielsen?
Okay,
who
great.
sang "Without You."
We really have got some listener questions.
And Mike hoped to be Neil Toynton's Neil's son-in-law.
Oh, dear. Oh, he's
Where
gone
did
now.
Neil come from?
I was trying to get. I was trying to shoehorn a Neil's son.
I
reference in.
see. I
So
see.
Neil's
Okay.
son-in-law.
And
But-
yeah, and look, my brief crush on Matthew Toynton is not to be discussed on this podcast. Carry on.
Right.
Barnacle.
Right.
always
My
knew.
wife asked, why was I not allowed Mr. Whippy when I was pregnant?
Oh,
It's the listeria.
Because you're a mean man, Phil.
yeah.
You wouldn't go out at 3 o'clock in the morning to track down the ice
Because women
cream
aren't to
van.
be respected.
Well, it's very hard to try and find an ice cream van in the early hours.
Yeah.
It really is. Well, it was.
Listeria, isn't it?
Well, actually, Lewis, it probably is that sort of fear, but she got a response from Jasmine about this, who is or has recently been pregnant, and she's asked 2 midwives about this and said that she could have it. It was to do with bacteria in the machines more than the actual ice cream. Yeah,
Correct.
right. Andy says, right. So Andy tries to trip us up every episode. What does Ernest Pachito and Greensleeves have in common? Ernest Pachito made an ice cream machine that they use for soft serve ice cream, and Greensleeves gets played on ice cream vans. Joe says,
Whoa. Who?
I'm just aware of the time. Okay, we've got a question from Joe.
Thank you.
Can Mr. Whippy be described as the misogynistic taste of summer?
Oh. Why so misogynistic? Because it's a mister?
Because it's a mister. I think Phil's the man to answer this question.
No, but,
Yeah.
Oh dear.
but Mister's his first name. It's not his title.
Oh, is that the angle you're going for?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay. Yeah. What other food stuffs are called Mister?
I mean, Joe is so woke. I mean, surely, if he is a mister, he can't help being a mister.
Oh, Norman!
Right. Next.
In answer to your question, Mr. Frosty.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mr. Frosty. Yeah, good shout.
Also, a cold dessert-based company. So I wonder whether they're trying to catch the market.
Also misogynists.
Or they're just very sexist.
What products are there that are misses?
And do you understand what the word misogyny means?
That was a lovely moment.
No.
And
Yes.
do you know what misogyny means?
Hang on, let me Google it. Miss Odge.
Don't worry. I'll explain after we've finished recording.
Well, obviously there's misogyny. He's a budget brand, Mr. Whippy.
That's a fine bit of work.
Right, next question. Nick says, can you still get a 99 for 99p?
Not around these parts.
And here comes our confused fact of the day. They're not called 99s because they were once 99p. They may have once been 99p, but they weren't always. And that's certainly not where the name comes from. It is because Cadbury actually came up with the name, because when they started making their little miniature flakes, which are probably about the size of an actual flake these days, when they started making their flakes, they wanted to call their flakes something different. So they came up with 99 flake, because in Italy, because ice cream's associated with Italy, in Italy, you would say, oh, that's 99. Like, that's really good. 99 was the name of one of their most famous army, I can't think of the word, but like forces. And so they were like the best, the ultimate armed force. And so they would say they're 99. And so then the term 99 got used as slang for something that's really good. So that's why Cadbury's named it the 99 flake. It's nothing to do with price.
Wow.
You weren't wrong, were you? That really was a confusing answer.
Yes, I try my best to confuse people.
I've just had a quick look at the 90s ice cream van posters. And
Right.
I wish that when I was like 8 years old, I bought a Funny Foot and I'd frozen it and I'd still have it in my freezer now. And I don't know whether there'd be any monetary value to that, but it would just be a beautiful thing to look back on. And I'm wondering if maybe I need to give over a shelf in my freezer to items such as that. Phil, I think you famously kept some Marmite from the Olympics.
Still got it.
Wow.
It's not. It was from the Queen's Jubilee, the
God rest her
50th.
soul. Yes.
50th. Yeah, it's still going to make us rich.
Yeah.
You can still buy Funny Feet, you know.
Yeah, but not in its original packaging.
Oh.
Imagine if
anything, Mike.
Imagine if if I'd kept some of those Quality Street when they were still in foil.
Yeah, to be fair, I'd pay more for foil wrapped.
Kids in 20 years' time, they will not believe their eyes when they see Quality Street in foil. Or a plastic straw from McDonald's.
Right. What's the worst topping you've ever seen on a Mr. Whippy?
Sherbet.
Yeah, I don't like chocolate sauce.
What?
What?
I don't like it.
What, at all, or just on ice cream?
At all.
That's crazy.
Yeah, well, call me crazy.
Crazy talk.
That's what it is.
Wow.
Phil, you like tomato ketchup, but you don't like tomatoes.
Fine.
It's sort of in reverse. I like chocolate, but I don't like chocolate sauce.
Okay, fine. Why have they never brought out flavoured Mr Whippies?
Well, they have.
Yeah, this was a question. I'm not saying they haven't. I'm just saying it was a question.
They definitely have. And you get them with it weaved in, don't you? A little bit of colour weaved in.
Yes.
Well, that's not an official Whippy, though, is it?
Oh, okay. Well, right. Okay. Well, in which case, I can't help you.
I don't know if Nick is towing the brand line of only Mr Whippy
Yeah.
cream. But yeah, Mr Whippy, Mr Softy does colours in America.
There you go.
And if you've been to Europe, if you like on the beaches of Belgium,
I'm in it all the time, Europe.
Yeah, you are. And
I mean,
you know the ice cream machines, Mike. Do you remember when we were younger, we went on holiday, and the ice cream machines, they'd have soft serve ice creams on the beach, a nice framboise.
A framboise or un pistache.
Yeah, lovely. Lovely. And obviously they're coloured, but they're not branded Mr Whippy.
Yeah.
So,
menthe.
yeah.
You get a bit of menthe.
But what?
Bit of menthe.
Oh no, thanks. You can keep it.
Oh.
I don't think mint flavored things belong anywhere apart from toothpaste or polos.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mickey says, "Why can't I have a Mr Whippy machine at home so I can have one every day?"
Just money, I suggest. Is the main obstacle there?
Yeah. I mean, if he saves up, then I'm sure he can afford one.
Or if he's looking for a new career.
Yeah. Keep an eye out. Keep an eye out in Aldi or Lidl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, there's the phone. Time to go.
There's the phone. I'll just mute myself.
Saved by the bell.
Someone could look at a listener's question.
While Phil's muting himself, I would at some point pick up on the fact that he has some sort of obsession with mint sauce, and yet seemingly has dismissed that out of hand.
Oh, that's a very, very good point. We need to question him on this when
he'll have that on any roast,
the
but there's no place for mint unless it's in a polo.
Well, we can ask him right now.
Oh, the headphones are going back on.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and he's
hit
back.
me. What did you? I just told them they weren't in. What's the question?
Where's mint sauce sitting in your strongly held views? Because you appear to like that on all your roasts.
Different type of mint, isn't it?
No, it's not. No, it's mint.
No, it's not. It's not like putting polos on your roast, is it?
Not far off.
Mint.
No, mate. There's peppermint. There's all sorts of mint.
What type of mint is mint sauce?
Minty.
Garden mint.
Garden mint.
Surely we need.
You can't get away with that.
We need to go to Gardener's Corner for this, surely.
Yeah, hang on a second. I'll see what I can do because I have got a question for him actually.
I feel like he's frozen.
He's frozen or extremely bored.
Oh no, he's bored. He's bored.
Just
He's
bored.
back with us.
Right, Harry. Mint.
Yes. Menthus, something or other. Yeah. Well, sorry. What's the question?
The mint in mint sauce is very different to mint from polos, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, no. Okay. It's
This is groundbreaking stuff right now.
the mint in polos is with sugar, and the mint in mint sauce is with vinegar.
But the mint is the same.
Yeah.
No one's interested in your opinion.
An idiot sandwich.
Next question. Okay. Actually, no, I do need to go to Gardener's Corner because I had this question and you backed me down. Is that a saying?
Nope.
You pushed me away.
Ground me down.
You just called me an idiot.
Did I tell you the truth? Is this what you're driving at?
Right. I've got a runner bean plant and I'm convinced that runner bean plants have I'm just saying they've got eyes. They must have eyes.
Gosh, here we go.
They have to have eyes. Here we go, me. Right. I put my runner bean plant, put 4 canes, is climbing up the canes. Then I put to its right hand side, a good 60 to 80 centimeters away, a Monge 2 plant, which is going quite well. Thank you for asking.
Cheers, Rodney.
And my runner bean plant, one of its shoots, saw it and went 90-degree angle and put its arm out and started going up there? How did it even know it was there?
Well, it's just sending out feelers, isn't it? And
No,
it
it's
fa-
not.
and
Not
it
in the
found.
exact direction it needed to be. Sending out feelers.
Well, they
No,
can move.
No, but it looked for it and went, hold it, hang on, I'll go over there. There's a cane I can go up. And that's where it went. It didn't send it out the other direction where there's absolutely nothing.
This
So what,
whole
Monge 2? So Monge 2 is a legume, right?
Well, it saw the Monge 2 plant and the canes. The
Yeah,
Monge 2
and
is largely
so-
irrelevant, but there's canes over there.
It's not largely irrelevant. So the Monge 2 plant is putting nitrogen back into the soil because that's what legumes do, being a member of the pea family. And
Yeah.
so I imagine that there's some sort of chemical. Well, nitrogen is a chemical, and so it's been released. So the bean plant knows that there's something over there, and that's why it's headed in that direction. They do not have eyes.
They're in pots.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're in the same soil. So how's
Yeah,
it
but they can still sense it.
How are they sensing it? What sense are they using?
Eyes. Vision.
That would be sight, Phil.
Oh dear.
That would be sight.
Yeah, that's what I genuinely believe runner beans must have.
Right.
But they don't know.
What sense are you claiming they have, Harry?
Well, they're just looking. They're just sensing it in the atmosphere.
Sort of a sixth sense, if you will.
No.
Clever.
They don't. They don't see dead people.
They don't. Yeah,
but,
precisely. But also, they probably, due to air pressure, can know when there's like a body, not a dead body, obviously. Christ.
Lewis knows where they are.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If the way the air moves around plants, the other plants will be able to sense where there's something for them to climb up, because that's what they've adapted to do. They do not have eyes.
Will they one day take over the world? Are they becoming more and more intelligent?
No, the question you've got to ask, Mike, is if a runner bean plant grew and grew and grew, would it actually reach the moon?
Well, yeah. Well, it's a question I've posed previously.
Back in the beanstalk.
Next, Harry's going to be telling us that dinosaurs exist. We don't have time for this nonsense right now. Let's just.
I have to go, lads, as is the tradition.
Okay.
But I love you all, and this has been a 99 podcast. I'll see you soon.
Okay. Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
I mean, potatoes have eyes.
But
do. That's something slightly different.
Is this normal for Mike to leave early, by the way?
Yeah,
every time. Thanks for listening to previous episodes.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Right. Kerry says, Mr. Whippy is the best thing ever to treat your friend to if they're feeling unwell. Christian says, how is it that 99s now cost the best part of £5 and people complain about the inflation of Freddos when this is much worse?
Well, you've covered the 99 thing, surely. Nothing to do with price.
This is true.
How much was it? How much was the 99 in
99
in 1990? It was 99, was it?
I can't begin to tell you how much I've crossed off that tab, but I will load it again for you.
£1.50.
80p.
What? Right. Maybe,
Right,
Those are the
maybe,
days.
maybe it was London. It was more expensive.
Yeah, maybe.
there.
So
Well,
what,
it's interesting you say that. Go on, Harry. Sorry.
What are they now?
Well, it depends. It depends where you go. We've had a question from James. What is the correct price for a Mr. Whippy? I still think anything more than £1.50 is too steep, but I was recently charged £7 for one, which is partly why I don't go to London too often.
£7?
£7 from an ice cream van.
You get a pint for that.
If you could change, he also asked if you could change the theme on an ice cream van to something different. I mean, the one round here isn't green sleeves. He just plays. It looks like he's bought a shop's own theme song for his ice cream van. What would you change it to? James says he went to one that had a test match special theme.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, very nice.
That would be good.
Yeah.
I mean, presumably the one Mike goes to is banging out some Hard House or something like that.
Yeah. I was going to try. I was going to try this morning to create or to adapt our theme tune into an ice cream van sounding song.
Oh, that
but
would have been nice.
It would have been, but I ran out of time. But just know that the thought was there.
Good.
I would like to suggest what song would be good. Key the Secret, Ant.
Or Eye of the Tiger.
Eye of the Tiger. Okay.
Key
Okay.
the Secret would be lovely.
It would. If you're going for a 99, so with the flake, do you eat the flake first, or are you pushing it into the cone for later? Lewis.
I'm biting off until it hits the ice cream, so you get the first bit of the flake first, and then the rest of it stays in the ice cream.
Okay, Harry.
So half and half.
No, I think I'm taking it out and eating it, which is silly because it's arguably the best bit.
Yeah. Well, there's no arguably about it. Especially if you're getting all this palm oil rubbish. You want to be savouring the flake.
Especially if you've got £3 change out of a tenner. Flipping it.
Exactly.
World's gone mad.
Anthony?
I like to take it out and then scrape the ice cream onto it and then eat it that way.
Ooh, how do your fingers look by the end of this little task?
Chocolatey.
Nice. You said that in quite a seductive way, if you don't mind me saying.
Please,
You're welcome.
You can clip that bit out.
Chocolatey.
Right. Okay.
Right.
You haven't asked me, but I use the tip of my tongue to force the flake deeper into the ice cream.
Oh wow, that's
So I have something to munch later once I've got rid of the ice cream. And I don't always, unless I've paid extra for a waffle cone, I don't always finish the
do you
cone.
like a waffle cone?
Sometimes I give the cone to the birds. They like it.
Well done, mate.
Well, that's the kind of thing I do. And they still eat my strawberries. It's very
Unbelievable.
annoying. Ralph says, if you could change the flavour from vanilla, what would you choose?
Banana all day long for me.
Oh,
Banana.
crikey. No.
Love banana.
You don't see much banana ice cream in the shops, do you?
No,
You'd see
not
it in
enough for my liking.
In a gelateria, it'd be lovely in Italy, but yeah.
Agreed.
Don't see much banana. Harry?
I don't think I've ever seen it. Maybe there's a reason you can't have banana flavoured ice cream.
It's probably pear, isn't it? We all know.
It's probably.
all
I mean,
pear
yeah. So
flavoured.
may as well just go pear. Well, it'd be the old salted caramel for me.
Oh yeah.
Caramel. Lewis?
I've recently become a big fan of pistachio ice cream.
Oh.
Very elitist.
Very much so.
Is it green?
You can tell he's from London.
Yeah. No, this has been since my time in Dorset.
Wow. Okay.
Bland for Tesco's.
Good grief.
Wow. Who knew? I like a raspberry. I like a raspberry ice cream. Yeah.
Ripple.
Ice cream, not sorbet.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, I do like a sorbet. I prefer an ice cream.
Right.
Sorbet, just I'll enjoy it and then think I wish that was creamier.
It's just frozen water in a tub, isn't it? Really?
Exactly. Yeah. If you wanted that, you'd buy a Calippo.
Yeah.
And then smash it up. Monty says, "What is the Guinness World Record for the biggest Mr Whippy?"
I know the answer to this.
Oh,
I did a little bit of research, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, don't appear on this podcast having done your research, making us all look bad.
Doesn't feel overly impressive. Apparently, it's only 18 centimeters, and that was by Paulino Salamone back on the 9th of September 2013.
You're right. That's what my research said. And confusingly,
that's not that big, is it?
Well, it's quite hard to get it to stay up, isn't it?
Well, that's
good.
The older you get.
Is that a standard cone?
Well, that's not including the cone, I believe.
Well, yeah, but if you've got a bigger sort of one of these great waffle cones that twice the width, you've got a bigger base then, haven't you? So presumably you can get it taller.
Yeah, I think you could. Yeah, I think you must be able to get bigger. It said the previous record was held by, sadly now dead TV personality Paul O'Grady.
Wow.
Of the Dogs.
Does love dogs. Just like Mike.
Yeah, so that's a strange record for him to have had. Even really weird. But yeah, the record 18 centimeters, loosely 7 inches. So thanks, Anthony, for your research.
You're welcome.
That was a real treat. No one's ever done research, so I don't know how to act. But I
Surprised?
am surprised, grateful.
Happy?
Yes. In answer to people's questions about getting a 99 for 99p, there was recently an article, and I appreciate people would have to travel, and therefore the savings wouldn't make it worthwhile if you didn't live anywhere near Weymouth. There is a shop in Weymouth now doing a 99p Mr Whippy, just so they can get volume sales. Now,
It's gonna be very small.
but well, no, it's not. It's normal size, but they are missing a trick because they're calling it a 99. Well, they're calling it a Whippy for 99p, but you don't get a flake in it, which is where the 99 comes from, as we've discussed. You don't get a flake in it. That's an extra 20p.
Yeah, they've dropped the ball there.
You used to get little soft in McDonald's, didn't you? And I bet they were little tiny cones. I bet they were less than 99p.
Oh, they were, and like in IKEA, you get dirt cheap ice cream, don't you? Yeah. The best soft scoop ice cream that massively overtakes Mr Whippy is Rossi's in Weymouth. It is incredible. I think it is the number one ice cream shop in the country.
You're telling me it's better than Burley?
Yes. And it's not even vanilla flavor. It's ice cream. It's just creamy. It's just amazing. So I'd recommend that to anyone who might holiday in Dorset over the summer. Rossi's in Weymouth, a family-run ice cream establishment. Okay. Any other business, gents? We've already had the discussion about the runner beans, so I've got none. Harry?
No, I don't think so. I did think of something I needed to put into any other business, but I can't remember what it was now. So we'll have to wait. We'll have to wait until next time, I think.
Anthony?
No, thank you for having me, gentlemen. It's been a pleasure. Apologies, I've shown you up with my small amount of research there, but it's been good.
Just know that we expect less research because otherwise people get used to a certain standard, and then if you're not on the next episode, which you are welcome to be on, then that's problematic, isn't it?
Yeah, that's not ideal. Okay, lesson learned on that one.
Okay, cool. Lewis, any other business?
Just a couple of words after we've talked about Mr Whippy and suddenly thought Miss Molly.
Oh, Tesco.
Yeah, Miss Molly ice cream. There you go.
How misogynistic.
Outrageous.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. I know what I was going to say.
Thank you, Harry.
I drove past that tea rooms that you were talking about the other week when it was the cream tea episode or whatever it was, or afternoon tea.
Oh, Rosie Lee in Brockenhurst?
Yeah, in Brockenhurst, yeah.
Lovely
that
Brockenhurst.
Was it.
You drove past it? You didn't go in?
I just drove past it. Of course I didn't go in.
That's a lovely anecdote.
Rosie Lee's tea shop. And I thought, there's some reason I know that, and then I remembered it was because you hadn't realised that Rosie Lee is Cockney slang for tea, which tickled me.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I had forgot about that. It was nice to last week watch because the Euros are on at the moment at time of recording. It's just the final left. Last week we watched a football match. England. It was England versus someone. Switzerland. And we got to watch it in the presence of Harry's son, which was an absolute treat. He at one point said to Mike, I think you're just embarrassing yourself.
No, is that what he said? He said something like, oh, you're taking this very seriously, aren't you?
Yeah, you're just embarrassing yourself.
I think at one point he said, you're crying, and pointed at him.
Well, and that was absolutely true. He was crying, but yeah. And Lewis left the room because he was playing host.
Yes.
To get the ice cream, sadly not Mr Whippy, and we scored the equaliser, didn't we?
Oh, Lewis.
Yeah, we did.
With our one shot.
Yeah.
And then Mike ate all your burgers. It was a lovely, lovely evening.
It was. Thanks for that, Lewis.
That's all right.
It was, yes, great.
Right. I'm going to go now, but thank you very much. And we'll hopefully be back next Friday. We need to get back into regularly recording. But hopefully we'll be back next Friday. Well, actually, we release these on Monday. We'll be back next week.
Good
Have
plan.
a good week. Take care.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.